Hello, hello. It is 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on Wednesday evening. Nobody wanted to do a movie night tonight, so I am now down by the river. Different part of the river. Actually, I can... Oh, there's people walking by, so I can't show you right now. The temperature has really dropped. It's actually chilly out right now. Probably chilly just in comparison to the crazy frickin' humidity we had earlier, but chilly nonetheless. I think those people are out of the way now. Let's see, show you the river. Pretty. That's the mill I was talking about last night. And then I don't think you'll be able to see it from here, but there's one of those ginormous boats. No, you might be able to see it once the lights come on, but down that way where that is Chemical Valley. I don't know if you can see it from here once the lights come on or not. It lights right. There's tons of lights and there's all kinds of stuff that goes on down that way. But yeah, nobody wanted to do a movie night tonight. And I didn't feel like, oh, I didn't realize my back window was open. Whatever. I think people are starting to leave the park anyhow. Like I said, it's kind of chilly out tonight. Nobody wants to hang by the river unless they're fishing. But yeah, nobody wanted to do movie night tonight, so I thought I'd come down here and chit-chat. And this is actually my third time trying to vlog this evening. I started a little bit when I went to pick my eldest up from work, and instead of pausing it, I stopped it. And when I do that, then I have to do a two-parter, and I've done that a couple of times, and I think it's kind of annoying, so I scrapped that. And when I got home, I got supper started, and I thought, oh, well, I'll vlog a little bit while dinner's cooking. You know, I figured it'd be like half an hour or something. But, that one was, actually, that one wasn't too bad. It turned into a little bit of a cook with me. But, it's funny. But when I ended the video, I didn't, you know, my youngest was knocking on the window to let me know that something was beeping or something. And you could see him through the window in my video, and I don't want my kids on video, so I scrapped it. And so now we're going for number 3. So that's how my evening's been so far. It was an interesting little drive down to the park tonight. I was driving down to the Timmy's, and the intersection that I have to turn onto, it was basically a 4-way stop tonight. The lights were out, and I think we can all imagine how that goes. Which I find extremely frustrating, because I've only been actually driving for like a year by myself. So I find it very frustrating that the newbie knows how a four-way stop works. And people that have been driving for 15, 20, 30 years don't seem to know. And then I got down to the Timmy's, and it dawned on me as I was pulling into the Timmy's that if the power was out at that intersection, the power is probably out down that block. And so I pulled into the Timmy's parking lot to find it dark. So of course they're closed, because if they have no power, they can't work. But I think they're actually sitting there in the dark because somebody went and parked their car in the drive-thru in case stupid people like me drive in and try to go in the drive-thru when they have no power. So there's that. I think we might be in for a storm tonight. It really is cool. And I left my goddamn sprinkler going. So hopefully the rain doesn't start until after I get home and turn my sprinkler off. And then it can rain all the hell at once. But I don't want to be out in the rain trying to turn off my sprinkler. So. But it was a good day. It was relatively productive. I got a lot done outside, which makes me happy. I love to be outside when it's nice out. I am almost done watering my gardens. And of course this morning I vlogged for a bit, watching the ducks and the geese like smack down. Like, oh, it's just ducks. Okay. I thought there was a goose in there. The Canadian death chicken is not something to trifle with, I'm here to tell you. They are evil, straight from the pit of hell, those damn things. Anyways, there's this guy here who's trying to get them to come over. That's so funny. Yeah, they're not going to come to you, bud. Anyways, yeah, earlier this morning I vlogged for a bit, and that was good. And then I went in and, you know, did mom things. Made lunches and cleaned up a little and did my best to harass the shit out of my kid in between classes. Always feeding the ducks, I get it, okay. And it was funny because I made him a meatball sandwich. So by the time I cooked the meatballs and, oh, there he is telling me goodnight. By the time I cooked up the meatballs and, you know, got everything served to him, he was already in class. And so I had to sneak it over to him real quiet. I think his teacher's getting used to him kind of eating during class, because I don't do... A couple of times a week I'll do something, I'll do sandwiches and stuff, but I figure he's home, he might as well have a proper lunch, so I usually cook him something, right? Even if it's like just macaroni and cheese, but he might get 1 or 2 sandwiches in the week. The rest of the week is cooked lunches, or what I call a picnic lunch, right? So like a couple different lunch meats rolled up, and some fruit and some nuts and some cheese and some veggies and maybe some bread and peanut butter, and I kind of roll that up and give him some milk and whatever, and it's just You know, the kind of thing you would eat at a picnic lunch. He really likes those. Just like a mishmash of everything, especially on a hot day, right? Don't want to eat too much hot food when it's really hot out. But I told him yesterday that today I would make him a meatball sandwich for lunch, and he was so freaking excited. Come running over, give me big hugs. Love you, Mama. You're one of my 2 favorite mamas. So I did that, and then cleaned up after that. And, oh, I had this big sneeze this morning that went away, and I think it's back. Nope. Oh, it's going to be so epic. Oh, sorry. So, what did I do after lunch? Sat down for a little bit and got caught up on the YouTubes. And I'm under a lamppost, so hopefully that helps this time. It's starting to get dark. So, what did I do after lunch? Caught up on the YouTubes. Texted with my boyfriend a little bit. He's really pissed off about the weather. He doesn't like to be at work sweating his nuts off. I told him, well, you know, I think my son and I are going to go in the pool maybe for a little bit this afternoon, and la la la. He's like, whoa, I want to go in the pool. Tough. I went and grabbed a coffee. I did that this afternoon. And then I listened to the teacher talk for a little bit. And I don't know. I can only listen for so long, and I kind of tune them out. Kind of like when I was in school. And, you know, I said to him, like, are you caught up? Are you good? Because he, you know, pieced out of the class and started playing a game. He said, yeah, I'm done. I've handed everything in, la la la, whatever. And I was like, are you sure? Oh, yeah. All right. I said, well, why don't you go put shorts on? Because he's running around the house in friggin' jogging pants. And, well, I go get a coffee. And then when I get back, I would like you to power wash my floor mats for me while I armor all everything and, you know, make my car pretty. He's like, sure. So, went and got my coffee, and then he came out with me. And I have an attachment for my garden hose that, I don't know, concentrates the water stream, makes it kind of like a power washer. And he did the car mats for me while I vacuumed the car. And, well, I didn't vacuum it. I armor-alled it. I wiped everything down and got rid of all the dust and the coffee stains and whatever. And he was off playing with the hose, and he got me a couple times. It actually felt really good. I gave him shit because, you know, you gotta give him shit every now and again. But it felt really good. Not gonna lie. And then I said, you know, I could see he was getting kind of bored with the garden hose, and I said, you know, would you like to go swimming, bud? Like, the pool's sitting here. You know, I said, your brother's been in it more than you have, and that's weird. Mind you, his girlfriend is an outdoor girl. She likes to be outside. She likes to go in the pool. And we had her brother over one day last week, or Monday, I think it was, last week. Whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'll go in the pool. So I said, well, go get your stuff on. and bring down a towel and some sunscreen. And you can play around in the pool while I vacuum the car and everything, right? Like, you can't be in the house all the time. Like, it's not healthy for you. You need the sunshine and the fresh air, and you know, it was definitely too hot to go for a walk this afternoon. Tonight would be fine, but he didn't want to. But so you could at least play around in the pool and, you know, work off some steam and what have you. So that was great. He went and did that. I bet you he was in the pool for like 45 minutes or something this afternoon. It was awesome. And I got my car all vacuumed out and Febrezed, and once the mats dried, I put the mats in. So it looks really good. You know. It smells good. I like a clean car. I like a clean house. Makes me happy. I got these young guys parked beside me looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot, talking to myself on the phone. Whatever. Sell your dope and move on, bud. So it was neat this morning, like early this morning, when I dropped my eldest off at work. I drove down this way by the water to go to Timmy's before I went home, and I just took a glance over to the river, just because, and it seemed like there was like a mist or a fog hovering over the water this morning. It was actually quite pretty. I've never seen that before. But the ducks, Jesus. I've also never been down to the water that early in the morning. I think the earliest I've been down to walk around the boardwalk was maybe 9:30. So it was really neat. It was really pretty. If I didn't have such a one-track mind this morning, I would have swung in and taken some pictures or maybe some video. I think video might have actually turned out better. Might have done it more justice. But it was neat. It was something I'd never seen before. It is amazing to me how many people drive down to this park at all hours and just sit in their cars and look at stuff. She says that she does just that. Oh well. Whatever. I'm sitting here by myself vlogging. Everybody else is like sitting in groups. They're just sitting there drinking coffee and smoking. Well, they're probably drinking Monsters and 9-hour energies and smoking pot. I'm not judging at all. I'm just saying. Looks like all the evening joggers and speed walkers are all coming in now. this is a good park for jogging and stuff. It goes right around in a great big semicircle. And there's lots of benches. Not much in the way of shade. But as long as you bring yourself some water and whatever, I guess you'd be all right. You couldn't pay me to jog. Nope. It's too much like running. Not gonna happen. I'll walk this. I'll walk this all day long. I love walking. Not like aimlessly walking, but like, you know. I wish there was more shade down here. Because I would sit, there's picnic tables out in the grassy areas. I would sit at a picnic table and read. Bring a hot coffee, bring an iced coffee, maybe a Gatorade, and just sit at the picnic table and read. That would be lovely. But there's zero shade in this park. Like it's weird because there's a shit ton of trees. And down at this end, they're, I would say, juvenile trees. Like, they're not old trees at all. But they're not itty-bitty little ones either. But still, it doesn't matter. Any time of day you come down here, there is no shade, ever. It's the weirdest thing. If you want to walk by the water and you want shade, you need to go to Canaterra Park. But then there you're dealing with a lot more mosquitoes. There's definitely ticks. And if you don't know the trails, there's poison ivy. So if I go walking that park, I stay to the more heavily traveled parts. The parts that have actual walkways, not, you know, like actual gravel trails or paved trails, not the nature trails. I would be the one to come home covered in poison ivy. That would suck. Not something I want to experience. And I would know poison ivy if I fell over it, so. And that's what would happen. I would fall over it. And then roll around. Wow. Lots of people down here today. I thought it would be a little more on the side of empty. Otherwise, I would have gone to my regular parking spot. I gotta come up with something to do with my boy tomorrow. Well, maybe I'll let him do his thing tomorrow. Maybe I'll have him play hooky on Friday. Things are supposed to start opening Friday. Maybe we'll take him out and about. I would love to go see if that bookstore is open. I want to get him some books. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The lights on that boat. Party boat. Why not? I think they're heading toward the docks. Toward the marina. The marina. Okay, well now we know to park under a lamppost because that seems to be helpful. All right. We're learning. We're learning how this works. Yeah, I think I definitely need to park at the other parking spot. This is too busy. I feel watched. Yep. Sorry, there's just so much going on in this parking lot. Very distracting. So I have a feeling, even though this is my third try tonight, this is going to be a short one because there's just too much going on here, and I'm feeling a little overstimulated. I want to watch everything. So, my goodness, lights everywhere. What the hell? My goodness. Yeah, sorry, I'll have to start parking down at the other parking lot. This is a little too much. Well, we'll see what tomorrow brings. And yeah, so if I can talk my son into playing hooky, and I don't think that'll take much, on Friday, then I probably won't do a vlog during the day, but I'll try and do a good one maybe Friday night, after I drop him off at his dad's. And by then I should know whether or not my boyfriend's working this weekend or not. Because, excuse me, I almost died. Because if he is not working this weekend and comes down, what I might try to do Friday is do a vlog for Friday after I drop my son off at his dad's, and then do another one maybe later on Friday night, and see if I can set it up to post for Saturday. I think you can do that. So if I can figure that out, that's what I'll try and do. And then there probably won't be anything for Sunday. I try and take Sundays off, shall we say. So yeah, that's kind of the tentative plan, I suppose. So yeah, I'll get off here for now. And yeah, because wow, there's a lot of people coming in and out of here. And I'll go down to the other park tomorrow. If I do a nighttime one, I'll try and go down. I'll go down to the other park tomorrow because it seems to be a whole lot less busy. Alrighty, so I will say, everybody have a good night and be good to yourselves. Oh, and now these kids are leaving. Yeah, now they're getting, yeah. Awesome timing. Anyways, yes, have a good night and be good to yourselves, and we'll talk again later.